Hello, everybody. Appreciate y'all joining us today. And we're going to talk about going to Ghana, right? And having this trip of a lifetime or an experience of a lifetime over there in the continent. It's really hot conversation going on right now, particularly with y'all favorite president in office. Uh, Stacey, I know that's your man. I know, I know that's your man. I kid. But it's just wild times, man. I don't know. It's just every day. It's like we're living. It's like we're on that show Punked. So there's always something interesting coming out of that White House. Anyway, I got a weird trap background. Okay, but I appreciate y'all being here. Hey, John, appreciate you being here as well. Thank you for participating. Hey, let me know if this is your first time seeing the Ghana presentation or the conversation. Give me a one in the comments. Give me a two in the comments if you are already familiar with it. I know people will be flooding in, but y'all are here on time, so I want to make sure that I get started and get things going. So I don't take up too much of your time. I'm going to hit you with the facts, get you the information, let you decide if we are the people that you want to go and have this experience of a lifetime with. Um, give me a zero in the comments if you've never been to Africa before. And give me a three in the comments if you've been before. You can also let me know where you've gone as well. Okay, so I see. Good brother John. All right, we're going to talk about having that first experience, right? I remember my first time. I got a picture or two in this presentation of my first time with my daddy, right? I met my childhood mother's home. I'm at my childhood home right now. I should drop my background so y'all can see I'm actually in my old bedroom visiting my dad. And we about to have, it's a Memorial Day weekend. So but I'm going in July with Professor Smalls. Oh, I love it. All right. Nigeria and Senegal. All right, Joe, I love that. Iris, all right, love that. Zero. Appreciate y'all participating. Never. All right, Stacy, we got to change that, right? I know you attached to your man here, but I'm gonna leave you alone. I'm sorry. I just see you. That's why I'm picking on you, right? I just see you right here in my box. That's all. So, all right, just it's all in jest. Please believe it. I'm just kidding. All right, let me share my screen really quick. Let me make sure I share sound. I got that optimized. Oh, I need to do the drop down. Ashley, I almost messed it up that quick. Stereo, she just coached me up, y'all. Shout out to Ashley. She's in the comments. She is our travel coordinator and really pulls all of this together, right? So I appreciate her work and everything that she does. So thank you, Ashley. Let me get this out of the way. Drag this over here. All right, we are about to roll. So, all right, welcome to the conversation about Ghana, right? We're about to get into talking about having the gateway experience for those of you that haven't been yet. I love it. I love it. But it's a beautiful experience and one we definitely want to share with you. And I think it's one that all of us should experience at some point or another. But I'm gonna dive into it. And here's a good warm-up video for this conversation.
You know that feeling when your soul recognizes a place. I never understood it until my trip to Ghana with Sankofa Experiences. Standing on the shores of Cape Coast, something in me just clicked, like my DNA remembered what my mind never knew. These aren't typical vacations. They're journeys back to ourselves. When you walk through those ancient doorways in Egypt or feel the rhythm of drums in Ghana, you start to piece together parts of you that were scattered by histories. And I've traveled to lots of places, but nothing hits like Africa. The way people welcome you, the food that somehow tastes familiar, the land that feels like it's been waiting for you. Like I came back different, more grounded, more whole. Like I'd found pieces of myself I didn't even know were missing.
this isn't really about travel for leisure. Even though it's leisurely, it's fun, but these are really experiences, right? This is a different type of experience, right? We're not just talking about Mai Tais on the beach. We're going to get the history, the culture, and we're going to immerse ourselves in this
You know that
experience and
feeling when
remind
you're
remind our soul of what it looks like. So many have said the same. It's an experience. It really is. I'm gonna do my best to share a bit of that with y'all. Here's what a little bit looks like there in Ghana.
I'm back home. I'm home.
Come on into the conversation. Let's talk about having this gateway experience. Who's talking at me? This is Freddie Taylor. My name is Freddie Taylor. I'm the CEO and founder of Urban Intellectuals. Black History Made Easier is not only our mantra, but it is our promise. Black history is my passion. It's exactly what I was designed to do, and I've had an opportunity to speak at all of these wonderful organizations and many, many more about our Black history and culture and instilling it into the lives of our adults, our children, our teens, our grandparents, and everyone. So I'm very fortunate to have these experiences. But I like to say that the story of urban intellectuals and the story and my story started almost 100 years ago with my dad. This is my father behind me. I just mentioned I'm here at his house right now. But he is 95 years old now, and he was born in 1929. So that's why I say he started about 100 years ago, because he's the one that instilled the passion for understanding our history and our culture in me. And I really think that that was the root, and he is definitely my inspiration. He is 87 years young, by the way, in this particular photograph. So my seniors are out there. It is not too late to go and have this experience. I promise you that. Um, yeah, it's a beautiful one, and it definitely weighs heavy on your heart. But we have a good itinerary lined up for you so that you can have the highs and the lows, the ups and the downs, the lessons and the fun and the food, the music and the culture. You're gonna get all of that. But this was our first trip to Africa. So many of you that haven't been, I know that feeling, I know that desire, I know that that void that you're feeling. Like, let's go home and reconnect. And I can tell you, we're in the dungeons. This is the door no return behind us. So that look, that glaze in my eyes and my dad is because we were just down in there, and it is an experience to say the least about it. But it's one that every time I see this picture, and I have this picture hanging in my living room, I always think that everybody in our community needs to have this experience. You got to go home and see what the ancestors endured, because it really shapes how you see life, right? It really, really does. I promise you will come back changed. This is not an over exaggeration. It's what we hear from all of our travel partners, travel travelers. There we go. And that experience. It is serious, but it's a beautiful one. Anybody ever seen these? These are our Black History flashcards. Let me give me a me in the comments if you've seen our Black History flashcards or if you have them before. But this is the genesis of the company. Started in 2015, right? So we are almost 10 years old. We are 9 years in business. December 2nd marks our 10th year in business, but we started selling our Black History flashcards in 2017. We've sold over 500,000 decks to 200,000 plus customers in all 50 states and 64 countries around the world, and is still counting. So we like to deliver our history and culture, right? This was our inaugural trip. The Sankofa Experiences was born in October of 2022. This is Dad, of course. He had to go to Egypt because he told me he wanted to go to Egypt. So what am I going to do, man? I got to get my man there. That's he and I overlooking the Nile River there in Cairo. We brought 40 of our travelers with us, children, grandchildren, a couple of generations is in there. It was a beautiful experience on this kickoff trip. By the way, he's 93 in this picture. Keep that in mind, right? It's not too late. My man be moving around and he's ready to get back. I think South Africa is up next for him. But here's a quick overview of the company so you can kind of get a glimpse of all that we do here. It's not just a travel organization. We're not just the flashcard company. We actually do a lot. And this news clip actually gives a tremendous overview of our work. Here you go.
First, tell us about Urban Intellectuals. What is this?
Our Urban Intellectuals makes it fun and easy to learn Black history. That is our mission. That is our core responsibility. And we created a suite of Black history products and services designed to rewrite the narrative about Black and African people in the world.
Obviously very important. How'd you come up with the idea for Urban Intellectuals?
Oh, I love to say that it started almost 100 years ago because my father's 95 years old and he's still alive, born in 1929, but he instilled in me the importance of understanding our history and our culture and the pride and respect that it instills inside of us. And while my children were matriculating through the school district, I couldn't believe that the limited discussion about the contributions to humanity that Black people have made were minuscule at best. And I kept thinking somebody should do something, somebody should do something. In 2016, I became somebody.
You were the somebody that did something, right? And typically, probably the conversations were in February.
Yes, typically centered around February, centered around the same 8 to 12 people every single year, which no disrespect to them and their contributions, which is amazing, but there's so much more glorious.
A lot more. Okay, so you've got a very cool product.
Thank you.
That kind of makes it fun, right? Makes it fun. Tell me about your flashcards.
Our Black History flashcards feature 52 cards in each deck. There's actually 6 in the series, so we have
6 volumes.
6 volumes in the series.
Cards,
so we're really expanding the conversation centered around Black and African contributions to humanity. I like to have that conversation because this is really the story of the world, right? Black history is world history, and too often it's the missing pages of world history. So
and I see on here 1968 Olympics.
Yes.
Bessie Coleman, Black Wall Street. Just all different things to kind of bring it to light.
Bring it to light, and expand the conversation in a easy to understand format. Because on the back of the cards are just simple bullet pointed information about the people. And the first time that you're exposed to it, it just opens your mind and makes you more curious and thirsty for more.
Who are these for?
These are for just about everyone. We have people who are using them with their young children, as young as 18 months, all the way to 95. I'll cap it there with my father's age because most of us aren't exposed to this information, so it's new to all of us.
And you also have playing cards. That's fun.
Yes, so we infuse Black history and culture into everything that we do. So instead of playing with a regular deck of playing cards, we have powerful Black imagery weaved into the playing card deck.
Exposure. What is this? This looks like fun.
Yes.
I don't know how you do a mystery puzzle, though.
You don't know what the finished product looks like, so that's the challenge. But I can tell you there's Black history wrapped up inside.
Sure, okay. Is it all the same, or is every box different?
The future editions will be different.
Be
this
different,
particular one is the same right now, but as we expand the line, we're definitely going to do more.
Right. And what else? You guys aren't just in the playing card and flashcard business.
Oh, no. We actually have 19 physical products centered around Black history and culture, but we take it a step further, and we have classes that we teach live Black history to children inside of the Sankofa Club. You can see that at sankofaclub.com, and to adults as well inside of our Sankofa Circle. But we don't stop there. We actually take people on Black history travel experiences to Africa and beyond.
That's so great.
Yeah.
What do people, how do people, when they come back from something like that, how do they?
Oh,
What are they?
you're
Speechless,
totally,
probably.
speechless, totally transformed. Because it's one thing to learn about the history and the culture. It's
Yeah.
another thing to go see it and experience it for yourself. Be exposed to the food, the culture, the people. It's just a beautiful conversation. You come back changed.
Yeah, I bet. And you've been on several of these, I presume.
I have. I really enjoy it. I love watching the people have these experiences and go through these breakthroughs and breaking down the misconceptions about the contributions of Black and African people to the world.
Where can we go for more information about urban intellectuals?
You can go to urbanintellectuals.com, and on all platforms we are Urban Intellectuals.
Okay, perfect. And you got some of these for the month? You're stocked up?
We are stocked.
Love it. I love it. Good overview of the company and all that we do. It gives you a good insight of all of the things that we do here at Urban Intellectuals. But you heard a lot of the use of that word Sankofa, right? So I consistently said, hey, the Sankofa Club, Sankofa Circle, Sankofa Legacies, Sankofa Experiences. You will hear that a lot around here at Urban Intellectuals. And the reason for that is because of what it means, right? Sankofa is a Twi word out of Ghana, right? The Akan people, which we are going to go into the Ashanti region and see these individuals and learn about their history. But it means to go back and get it. Go back and get your history, go back and get your culture and bring that forward with you into the future. So around here, Urban Intellectuals, you will hear us a lot say, learn from the past to create the future. This is why we believe that this is super important. So you'll see that Sankofa principle centered in everything that we do here as an organization. And this is really the thread that weaves all of those very things that we do together because we see it all under the principle of Sankofa. But I shared all of this with you, not to impress you, but to impress upon you that at our core, we are a Black History Empowerment Company. This is what we do. This is what we were founded on. This is why traveling with us tends to be different, because it's not about the parties. It's not about the fun. It's not about the nightlife. This is about reconnection. This is about the experience, diving deeper, getting your questions answered. Now, we are going to have some fun. We are going to enjoy ourselves, but it is just a different type of experience. And we don't cheat that at all. But since we've started, we've taken on 10 different African countries. We've taken 37 separate trips. We've taken 432 people on these life-changing experiences over the years. And it has been amazing. This is me walking into the dungeons there in Ghana. It's a beautiful experience, but this is some of the pictures and from us all over the continent. It's just been a beautiful experience and one that we definitely want to share with you because we know how travel changes you, right? And how it really impacts you, how you see the world, how you see yourself, how you see your future. And the reconnection is just a special thing. I mentioned traveling with my dad. I always call him my international travel buddy. This is my man. That's on the left. That's us there at Morocco, in Morocco, having that experience. He was 88 years young in that particular picture. I mentioned in Egypt, he's 93 there in the center. On the right is Havana, Cuba. We went into Cuba exploring Black history and culture. And believe it or not, there is a ton over there. It's a beautiful experience. He's 94. In this particular picture, this was last year before his birthday. But I mentioned a little bit on why you should travel with us or why traveling with Sankofa Experiences is different. Number one is safety, right? I know this is everybody's concern. I mean, Sandra's, Stacy's president. I'm sorry, Stacy, I keep messing with you. I'm gonna cover you up. Some of these folks, president out here, calls Africa a bad place. And the America has been doing this for decades. This ain't really for centuries, really. It ain't got nothing to do with the current president. This is their MO. But Africa isn't as dangerous as they make it seem. You got to go and kind of see it for yourselves. But traveling with experienced tour operators and our organization is definitely a good way to do that. But your safety is our number one concern. But the Urban Intellectuals tribe of like-minded people really is what makes these travel adventures special, because we get people like you, people who appreciate our history, our culture, that's really looking for reconnection. It's just a different type of experience, and it's a wonderful one doing it with like-minded people. The African diaspora, you get the African diaspora from an Afrocentric focus. I've been on tours where you could be. I was in. I'll be specific with you. I was in southern Spain. I was in Granada, and in Granada, the last stronghold of the Moors is there. If you know anything about the history, the Moors ruled Spain for about 700-800 years. And Granada was like their last stronghold, and they built a fort there called the Alhambra. And the Alhambra is a beautiful piece of architecture that was started to be built in the 9th century by the Moors. But if you went on this tour, if you went inside, you would have no idea that Black people had anything to do with this place because they have completely whitewashed the information. It is something else to be educated and to be in those spaces, and just go ahead and bite your tongue because I ain't go ahead and start arguing with them down. But it let me know that we got to start telling our own stories because these people are not going to include us in it. So you get it from a Black perspective, right? But experience Sankofa in real life, right? This is history, culture, people, food, music. This is literally going back to learn from the past to create the future, right? Go and experience it yourself live and in person, and then find a new family. I talked about this, right? But our previous guests have created bonds for a lifetime. This experience is going to change you, and you're to do that with a group of strangers. And people that you like, and you're going to end up talking and getting a friend and having this experience. It just brings you together, and the conversations are beautiful. But that's why we want to have you come with us. But this is our Ghana presentation, so let me dive in and just continue chopping down this information so you can get more. I'll have a Q&A for you, but you can drop questions down in the comments if you have them along the way. If I see them, I'll stop and grab them. If not, I'll make sure I'll circle back and get them answered. But let's take a look a little bit at this video.
Akwaba, welcome to Ghana, the country of gold. My name is Queen Kaya, and let me tell you about my trip to Ghana.
Okay, wait a minute. I cheated y'all because I got to set this up properly. My bad. I apologize. I should have set that up properly. This is one of the queens inside of our Sankofa Club. Remember, we mentioned that we teach live Black history to children inside of our Sankofa Club on Zooms just like this. Well, inside of the Sankofa Club, which is for children, they have a king and queen. And then each month, the king and queen presents something to their nation. They call it the Sankofa Nation. So children presenting to children. This young lady, Queen Kaya, went on this trip that we're talking about. She went and had the Gateway experience there in Ghana with her mother. She came back and did a formal presentation to the Sankofa Club about her experience. And I just want to give you a little clip of it, just so she can formally welcome you to Ghana. And I love this little voice. This little girl is a superstar. I want y'all to know, Queen Kaya, you remember her name. We are going to be big fans of this young lady. She is 8 years old, and she is absolutely phenomenal. So next time I do this, Ashley, make sure I set up Queen Kaya, and y'all don't tell on me that I did the queen wrong and then properly introduce her. But here she goes, just for a few moments.
Akwaba, welcome to Ghana, the country of gold. My name is Queen Kaya, and let me tell you about my trip to Ghana. Did you know the capital of Ghana is Accra? Ghana gained its independence from British rule in 1957, and Kwame Nkrumah was the first president. The name Ghana comes from the ancient Soninke people who lived in the ancient empire of Ghana, and the country was renamed after them following independence. Prior to its independence, it was called the Gold Coast. Ghana is home to the largest man-made lake in the world. The official language is English, the Ghanaian flag. Red represents the blood shed by those who fought for Ghana's independence. Gold symbolizes Ghana's mineral wealth, particularly its gold deposits. Green represents Ghana's rich forests and natural resources. The black star stands for African freedom.
There we go. Just a little bit from the Queen, but it's a good overview. And by the way,
Aquaba, welcome to
Aquaba means
Ghana,
welcome
the country.
in Ghana. You're going to hear that a lot, all right? Aquaba. When you get there and you land in the airport, you're going to get that a lot, right? All right, so day 1 and 2, here's just a quick overview. We're going to arrive in Accra. You're going to give you a chance to stress, relax a little bit. We're going to have a welcome dinner. And then the next day, we're going to end up doing an Accra City tour. But rather than just talk you through it, I want to just show you, right? So here's a bit of what day 1 and 2 would look like.
Welcome to Art Center, and this is the drum section. This is where we make the drums, and we also play the drums and teach people how to play and also how to make it. Yeah, so we have drums of different kinds. We have the goat skin, cow skin. We have a lot of drums. Yeah, so you come listen.
And we just finished hearing the welcome drums, and it was very humbling, a beautiful welcome, and it was awesome to be able to play the drums. We had a great teacher, very kind, and showed us what we needed to do, and it's awesome just to be around, you know, people that are the same color as you and see the different beautiful tones of skin. We come in many different experience the different vibrations of the drum, which is an expression of love, community, unity, and creativity. I look forward to the many other experiences we get to experience together, and yeah, it's great to be home.
She's my best friend this way. See where she got drop with me. Let's go. Don't break my heart. Don't treat me, baby.
then we got an opportunity to come into Black Star Square, right? So that's what you see in and around us. Ghana gained its independence in 1957 from the British, where the first Prime Minister, Kwame Nkrumah, was installed as the Prime Minister of the country. And this is the actual location that they celebrate this every March 6th of each year. They fill Black Star Square. The current Prime Minister shows up and all of the people come out to celebrate freedom. And we're outside of this beautiful monument here, again representing 1957 and the freedom. But Black Star was taken from our good friend Marcus Garvey, right, in the Black Star movement that again represents freedom and justice, reminding all the people that in the African diaspora, when they come in, they are free. And this is a representation of that. So it's been a beautiful experience to see that for ourselves and to be here, meet the people, eat some of the food, hear the music and the culture. It's just been a great experience. But the only thing that's missing is you.
Only thing missing is you. Let me keep the party going. Day 3 and 4 looks something like this. So we're going to end up in Cape Coast. We're going to go to 2 different dungeons there in Cape Coast. UNESCO World Heritage Sites was maintained and where they maintain those buildings. And first time I learned about this, it really kind of rubbed me the wrong way, right? I was like, well, why? I don't know. I didn't want anyone else involved in that, but I've been to the dungeons. I've been to too many dungeons, to be honest with you. But I've been in Sierra Leone, and I went to Bunce Island. There's the home of the slave trade there in Sierra Leone, and it's a UNESCO World Heritage Site now, but it wasn't maintained. So it's just like it's in ruins. And it doesn't quite hit the same as being going into these dungeons, right? So I definitely do appreciate that these were kept up so that you can go and have this experience. I don't know. It's a lot of mixed emotions, but it's definitely good that they were maintained so that we can go back and remember, right? Remind my soul. We're also going to go to Kakum National Park and Asin Manso. But again, rather than over details, let's just take a look at the video and see what the experience looks like.
See that band all dressed in white. Gods are gonna trouble the water. The leader looks like the Israelite. Gods are gonna trouble the water. Ooh, wade in the water. Oh, wade in the water, children, wade in the water. God is gonna trouble. God's gonna trouble the water. Oh, see that band all dressed in red. God's gonna trouble the water. Ooh, it looks like the band that Moses led. God's gonna trouble the water. Oh, whoa, whoa, wait. The water. Oh, wait. The water, children. In the water. God is gonna trouble. Yes, He will. The water. God is gonna trouble the water. There's healing in the water, yeah. Deliverance in the water. My God is gonna trouble the water.
Definitely a powerful experience, and I'm telling you, the video is good, but ooh, it's harrowing while you're there, but it's a powerful one. But the journey continues, right? Because that's not just it. It's a deep experience, y'all, but it's a beautiful one. So we definitely want to share that with you. I'm going to keep going. Day 5 and 6, we take a domestic flight. So we're going to fly into the central region of Ghana and go up into Kumasi and visit the Ashanti Kingdom and learn about their history, their heritage, and have that experience. This is the naming ceremony is going to happen, and a lot of other good things, right? I've given you a little bit. I'm not giving you everything, but again, rather than talk about it, this is what it looks like.
Don't want to mislead, this is all you need. Be your everything, and I'll be your everything. Still too soon to feel, please just say it's real. More than just a thrill, not just in it for the thrill. I'm in it for the love, cause love it needs to touch it. You're pressing on my buttons, babe, let me tell you something. I'm in it for the love, cause love it needs to touch it. You're pressing on my buttons, babe, let me tell you something. I'm in it for the love.
Please welcome to Ashanti region. This is Menchia Palace. This is the museum section.
Tonso Edinkra Clark village in Ashanti region, Ghana, West Africa. This is the place where traditional Edinkra symbols, you will find it here. So when you come here, you have the symbols. That is the history of the Edinkra cloth. Here too, you have the symbols and their meanings. This one here is Afena. That is the great warriors, their sword. All the symbols, you have their meaning. Ashanti Kingdom was based on the wars. So all these symbols that you are seeing was designed from the kind of wars that Ashanti Kingdom, the Ashanti Empire encountered.
Even when you're low, you can let me know. You know I will show. Now we're sipping the Bordeaux. With you through it all, winter through the fall. You just make the call. Yeah, I'm in it for it all. I'm in it for the love, cause love it needs to touch it. You're pressing on my buttons. Babe, let me tell you something. I'm in it for the love, cause love it needs to touch it. You're pressing on my buttons. Babe, let me tell you something. I'm in it for the love. I'm in it for
just a little bit there. Let me keep going because we got another video to make you feel at home. If it wants to play for me.
In America, my name is Freddie Taylor, and I was born and raised in East St. Louis, Illinois, and currently live in the south suburbs of Chicago. But just now today, I have been given my Ghanaian name of Adwa Mansa.
It's Adwa Mansa. Mansa. Adwa Mansa. Mansa. Adwa Mansa. Mansa.
And today, when I saw what was going to happen on this trip, I knew that this would be the moment that would break me. Because I wanted to be here for so long. And at 46, I'm finally actualizing this dream. And I feel such a connection, such a warmth and welcome from our African family. And it means so much because in America, we've been taught that we're not liked here, we're not wanted here. But there's been nothing but love and excitement to see us. And today, to be given my name from the village chiefs, I can't explain how it feels. And I can't stop crying because it feels so good. Because I feel so loved here. It feels like home. And I'm just grateful. I'm really glad that I've had this experience. And I just couldn't ask for anything else.
It really is a beautiful experience. And, you know, I was listening to this. That was my wife, by the way, Crystal. But I was listening to it and I just couldn't help but think, and it kind of made me sad about how they just lying to us about how the continent is, how the reception that you get from the people. I've been all over the continent. It's the same everywhere you go. And all you start thinking is, man, why they just lying to us? Like, why they lie? Why are they really trying to, if somebody is really trying to keep you away from what is happening over there and to keep us separated as a people, and it's frustrating, right? I guess that's the feeling that I'm experiencing right now. I'm sorry, I didn't even mean to interject right there, but it's frustrating. Let me keep going. Day 7 and 8, community engagement, and then departure. But this is, again, instead of just talking about it, let me give you. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. I ain't got another video. Okay, all right. I think it's coming after this, but yeah. So we do some cultural exchange programs, volunteer active. We get into a lot of different stuff, right? There's a lot. I showed you a lot. We talked about a lot, but of course I couldn't give you every moment of the trip. But it's just a beautiful thing, and I definitely want you to come and experience with us this life-changing experience here in Ghana. We want everyone to have it. But yeah, just another peek into
I've always wanted to know where I came from. I was born in the United States, but my ancestors did not come from the United States. They came from Africa. Where in Africa, I do not know. But based upon my experience yesterday, I have a rich feeling, history, knowledge of my ancestors and the struggles that they had. The information that I received yesterday was so enriching and so awarding to me. It filled a void that I had in my soul about my ancestors. And the dungeon, and I call it the dungeon, because that's where they took the slaves once they washed the slaves off. And the slaves had to walk many, many miles from the river to the dungeon where they stayed, which is close by here. It's right off the Atlantic Sea. That was an experience I'll never forget as long as I live. Why? Because my people were enslaved there. They were treated as non-human beings. And the non-human beings were really the white people, the English, the other people that treated those people terribly, to the point where I was angry, I was upset. And what I realized is, it's easy to become angry and upset, but what I need to do is make sure what my ancestors did is survive. And the way I'm going to survive is by helping others. So that was an experience I'll never forget as long as I live. The fact that the Catholic and other religions were right above where the slaves stayed, and they treated them so inhumane. I'm just glad my people are strong. They're survivors. We are survivors, and we will continue to be survivors. We are strong, we are smart, we are beautiful, we are confident, and we know that we are good people.
I like that he said, there's survivors and they're strong, because you really do leave that experience with a real appreciation for your ancestors. Because without their strength and survival, you literally wouldn't be here, right? And it is. I got goosebumps now just thinking about it, because while you're at that slave river, you're in that river, you're in that water, you're having that conversation, you're looking at that wall, and you've seen the chains, right, of the Africans chain one to another and walking. And then, we have that experience, and you're like, man, and we go get on the bus, and then we drive to the dungeons. And the drive to the dungeon is far, y'all. Like, people falling asleep. Like, it's a long ride. But after that bath, the ancestors walked to that dungeon. And who knows how far they walked to get to that river, just to go to that dungeon and be in there for up to 3 months, waiting for the next boat to come. It's like at every level, you could see at every level, you could just see death. And to just know that because we're still here, somebody survived that. They survived the getting captured, that moment, the walk, the dungeons, the wait, the boat ride. Then we ain't even got to the shores over here on this side and talking about that death and torture and experience for centuries. And somebody like experienced that and lived through that, right? I think you come out of this with an appreciation for your ancestors like you've never had before. And I like to think that it changes people because sometimes we soft in these modern times. And I'm not saying that to go find an experience like that, but you start to realize the intestinal fortitude of your ancestors, but that blood, that energy, that spirit, that DNA still lives in you. And it's just a great reminder to, get it done. Whatever it is that you are striving for and you're reaching and growing that next generation, get it done. Like dig your heels in a little bit harder, lean forward and get it done. You got it in you. Your people survive hell on earth. You can continue your journey. I'm sorry again. I'm fired up today because I ain't playing any of this either, right? I'm just fired up. But I promise I'm about to get into the meat because I know y'all want the details, right? We got to get to the details, but it is just something. It is something to experience, y'all. All right, be quiet, Freddie. Give me the details, right? All right, so what's included in the tour, right? So ground transportation to and from the scheduled destination. It does not include the international airfare, right? So you have to fly to Accra, Ghana, and you remember that opening video. We're gonna pick you up. You're gonna see the signs of urban intellectuals. We're gonna, escort you and walk you through all of this. So it's gonna, it's definitely a good white glove service. Double occupancy or single occupancy hotel upgrades are available upon request. There available is Wi-Fi, spa, bar, restaurant, room service, fitness center, swimming pool, meeting rooms, air conditioned, wheelchair accessible. All of that. It's not exactly like America, but you're gonna be comfortable, y'all. Right? We know our people. We got some of our seniors with us. We're not sleeping outside in no tents. It's nothing like that, right? You are going to be comfortable. You're going to be safe. You're going to get AC and all that good stuff, right? And then also breakfast is included each day. So what's not included? What's not included is your passport, your visa, medical travel insurance, drinks, lunch, and dinner, vaccinations, travel insurance and gratuities. And the vaccinations is yellow fever is the only one that is absolutely required unless you have a medical reason that you can get that from your doctor, right? I don't know about any other exemptions outside of medical. I know my dad did not take the yellow fever shot when we first went because he was 87 and his doctor thought that might be adverse. It might cause more harm than good, right? We just tried to be careful. But frequently asked questions, are these trips child friendly? Yes, they are. Are there children's discount? Yes, children ages 5 to 11 during the trip is 40% off. Are these trips adult friendly? Yes. Are these trips senior friendly? Absolutely. You see my seniors there. Hey, y'all, the seniors is the best demographic. Hey, I love all of y'all, but man, it ain't nothing like communing with the seniors. They are awesome on these trips. I absolutely love them. I love all of y'all, but my seniors, they always giving drops of wisdom and you just see that vibrant spirit, man. It's just encouraging. Yeah, seniors are my bids. Yeah, I love them, man. It's awesome. Okay, but is there a lot of physical movement? There is. You can tap out if you're like, hey, that's gonna be a little bit too much for me. We'll never leave you alone. We always make sure someone is with you. Do you offer payment plans? Yes, we do. Is international airfare included? It is not. What languages do they speak? Fortunately and unfortunately, they speak English, so you can communicate with everyone. That is the first language of Ghana. Again, it's good for us, but it's really nasty the reason why, right? When you get into the history. Children under 5, Freddie, you didn't mention them because they're free. Children under 5 at the time of travel is free if they sleep in their parents' room. Airfare is based on airline requirements. So I mentioned there's a domestic flight included. There may be an additional fee for the child seat there. We don't have any babysitters. The children are your responsibility. And all of that. Everything is good. Emotional safety. Someone inboxed me somebody inboxed me a question about their partner being white. how are they, is it going to mess the vibe up or whatever? We have had some on this trip, right? So it's totally fine. This is about the history and the culture. This is about an experience, right? So don't worry. Everyone is definitely welcome to come and have this experience. So thank you for asking. Definitely appreciate that. But yes, absolutely, that is fine. Frequently asked questions. Do you pair guests? No, we do not. Can non-American citizens join this trip? Yes, they can. The young lady even mentioned that she's from Barbados on the trip. We've had people from, man, all over the globe come and meet us there, right? How much money will you need on the trip? At least $300 to $500. One thing I didn't show in the videos is the shopping. So if you're a shopper, you're gonna need a little bit more money, right? You're gonna need some more cash. But they got ATM machines, you can grab cash, but you'll be able to use and swipe your credit cards. I want you to think anytime you travel internationally, you should bring your credit cards and not your debit cards. You don't want to choose your debit card because something happens. I don't know. Somebody gets a hold of it, you lose the card or whatever. It's harder to get your money out back from your bank than it is the credit card companies. The credit card companies that just reverse everything. There's like no hassles, right? So we try to urge our people to use those. And we'll let you know when it's appropriate to use it, right? I just don't want you out there swiping your card any and everywhere. Mainly that'll be inside the hotels and at like the larger establishments that we go to, right? Now, you're not going to be you breaking it out doing on street vendor. Don't worry about it, though. We're going to have educational sessions leading up to the trip. We'll get you right. Oh, did I skip something there? Oh, travel insurance is not automatically added, but we want you to get cancel anytime travel insurance with medical. I think that's really, really important. This is an investment. This is not a cheap trip. We're not a budget organization. So you insure everything else in your life. You want to insure these trips. We've had people who had to cancel at the last minute, had their travel insurance, got their refund, and rebooked, and I was able to have their experience. Right, stuff happens, life happens. So we definitely want you to be safe with that. More frequently asked questions. Can we add someone to your room later? Yes. So if you wanted to sign up tonight as a single, you can do that. And then you get your girlfriend, your buddy, your spouse, somebody say they want to come. We can add you to the room and then you can get the double occupancy rate. Can you purchase the excursions later? You don't have to worry about that. Everything is included. Which airline should I use? It all depends. Are you airline bougie? Do you want to fly direct? What airport are you flying out of? More than likely, you'll end up on the East Coast. Whether you're coming from San Francisco, you'll end up in New York or Dulles or maybe even Atlanta, and then flying out from there. I typically, I don't know. I've flown a lot of different airlines, right? I don't really have a preference. I don't really have a problem with any of them. I will just say I don't love the food on Ethiopian Air. I don't like it. I don't know. I don't know. It's like, but even if I flew Ethiopia, like we were just in Ethiopia in March, and I flew Ethiopian Air. I just didn't like the food, but I'm not going to allow that to ruin my experience. Now, what was interesting is once you got to Ethiopia, the food was fantastic. They just need to get it on that plane. But that's my opinion. You might love it, right? You never know, right? But okay, okay, did I get to there? Where did I go? Purchase excursions. Fly, okay, what time should I land? Between 12 p.m. and 4 p.m. local time. If you want to err on, you can't land in that window, then land earlier. I would say earlier the better because I try to get there earlier. I like to get there in the morning because I want to get to the hotel. I want to rest. I want to try to get that jet lag over so I can enjoy as much as I can. But you'll share your flight itinerary with our team, so we'll know when you land. We'll know when you depart, so that we can be at the airport to receive you and then take you to the airport in time so that you can take off. Vaccinations, again, is yellow fever or a doctor exemption is the only way. That's the only required vaccination is yellow fever. Can I drink the water? No, do not drink the water. Do not use ice, right? At the hotels, it's filtered, so you'll probably be okay, but we still like to tend to use bottled water, right? And we'll supply that for you throughout the trip. It's going to be hot, hot, hot. I don't care what month you go in, it's going to be hot, right? I just want you to know that. It's a beautiful thing. Will all the info be available on your site? Yes, yes, yes. I'm coming to that, Sharice. Here I go. So here's the numbers that you looking for. I want you to note. Now I'm gonna show you two different prices because the later you go, the prices go up. Right? This is just what's happening across the board. I think y'all notice prices are rising everywhere, right? So this is November of 2026. So we literally are talking 18 months out. So you will have an 18-month window to pay this down, right, and make the payment. So it's definitely a good opportunity, right? So $49.99 for double occupancy per person, $59.99 for single occupancy, $29.99 for the children discount. That's 40% off. Everything just requires $199 down for the deposit. You can take care of that. What's the next date? Bam, here we go. 2026 going into 2027 New Year's celebration. So if you want to bring in the New Year, so you actually have more than 18 months, right? So we're talking about 19 months going into the New Year's celebration. $56.99, double occupancy $71.99, single occupancy $34.99 for children's discount. This is Deti December, as they call it, right? But Ghana and Africa really heats up. That's why the prices go higher for the New Year's. People want to bring in the New Year. So those are the prices there. If you want to go this year, we actually have some space this year. But when you click the link, you will see the options on the dates for later this year, right? But it's a close window. So I just didn't have it in the presentation, but you will see it on the page. This could be you. Will you be our next travel success story? That is the question. If you have any questions, again, you can drop them down in the comments. But I love this sister's spirit and energy, and I think she nailed it about traveling to the continent.
This is a message to any Black person worldwide. I think if you are going on vacation to Tulum and Cabo, that's great. But if you have an opportunity, a chance, a moment to visit Africa, Ghana, Lagos, Tanzania, Ethiopia, then you should take that chance. There's nothing like being surrounded by Black people, understanding your culture, feeling welcome, feeling safe. It's nothing like what America will teach you that it is. It's something that what we learned about is it's better, it's bigger, it's beautiful, the people are kind. So I encourage you to go understand your roots, find your people, and love them the way that they would love you.
I love that. Find your people, right? I love that. Find your people.
This is a message to any Black.
So someone's asking, what are the exact dates? There we go. Here we go. So this is where you can see it right in front of you, right? So November 17th through the 24th, 2026. $49.99, $59.99, $29.99 in late 2026. You want to bring in the New Year, double occupancy per person, $56.99, $71.99, and $34.99. This is good. December 29th, 2026 to January 5th, 2027. Again, we have opportunities for you to come this year and spend the New Year's in Ghana this year as well, to going into 2026. Woo, these years are going fast. Going into 2026, but again, we just didn't have that on the presentation. When you click the link, you will see those dates as well. But your next step, right? Decide on the dates that you want to go. Click the link below. Put down your $199 per person deposit and get started and get ready for having this Black History travel experience. Once in a lifetime trip.
My name is Ya Anima. That was the name I was given today. It was an honor to experience the naming ceremony and be given an African name. This is a once-in-a-lifetime blessing. I am grateful. I am overjoyed. I was full of emotions. My experience will be one that I would never forget, life-changing. I see the children walking around. They remind me, I can see myself in them as a child growing up, being that I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, in the low country line area of Johns Island. So this here, it kind of like takes me back into time before they developed, because I grew up on a dirt road. I grew up on a farm. We grew vegetables and farms. So I can relate to this environment here. So it was an honor.
All right, I'm just answered a couple of questions down in the comments, but definitely is an experience of a lifetime. Here we go. Only thing missing is you. Questions. Let's go. All right. Anybody got anything that I haven't? 8 days, Deborah. 8 days and nights. So you're gonna have that experience. Oh, you couldn't hear me. I'm sorry. Okay, well, only thing missing is you. That's what I was trying to tell you. Beautiful experience. I got a quick bonus for you, right? So if you got any questions, you can drop them down in the comments, or you can raise your Zoom hand. You can ask me directly. But tonight bonus, if you decide to go ahead and sign up tonight, drop your $199 down for lock in your spot. I want to give you some education, right? So inside of, again, Urban Intellectuals, we teach Black history to adults and the last speaker. Okay. To adults. So if that, we're going to dig out two of our classes that we teach inside of our Sankofa Circle. Again, that's our Black History classes for adults. Dr. John Aiden is a Fulbright scholar and a PhD, has a PhD in African history. He teaches inside of the Sankofa Circle. And we're going to dig up two of his classes on the Ghanaian Empire, right? So I think it's a great idea to go and get a thorough understanding of the history of the region and the area, so that when you land there, you are prepped and ready for this experience. So we're going to kick in two classes that we don't sell in outside of this. So that's going to be free for anybody that signs up with us tonight. Again, just putting down your $199 down, and you can lock that in. I was going to show a little bit of the class. I'll give just a moment. I'll cut it off. But you can see Dr. Aiden
when I
teaching
took the train from Bamako in Mali to Dakar. And so this river is important. The Senegal River, and then of course you also have the Niger River. This is the Niger River right here, all the way into the Delta in Nigeria. Massive, massive, massive river. So these two rivers are important. And the space between these two rivers was where a lot of commerce was transacted in these early kingdoms. And what's powerful is that you might have remembered me saying in an earlier lecture that, the kingdoms that came to exist south and around the northern bend of the Niger River, they came to exist because they controlled trade. Now I'm going to dig in and be a little bit more intentional. They controlled the salt trade, which was coming out of the Sahara. I'm going to show you those trade routes again. Just kind of make a mental note of where some of these places are, but you can see they're grouped.
I'm gonna stop it. Dr. Aiden gets really deep. It's really some good stuff here. But that's what you're gonna get inside of the Ghana Empire class, Ghana Empire class. But check out Dr. Anita Lewis and her experience with the class and why she thinks it's important for you to have it.
Hi, I'd like to share something with you. That as a K-12 educator of over 30 years, I have quite literally taken thousands of students on field trips to museums, historical sites, cultural celebrations. You name it, we've been there. But before I've taken them, I've made sure to educate them on the background, the history, so that they have the knowledge to get the full experience for where they're going. I am blessed now to be able to go to Ghana with Urban Intellectuals, but even more so that I've been able to see Dr. Aiden's History of the Ghanaian Empire classes, where he's given me, I think it's class number 19 and 20, where he's given me the background, the knowledge, the information I need to get the full experience for where I'll be going and what I'll be doing. I highly recommend that when you travel with urban intellectuals, that you attend those classes. That way you too can get the full range, the background, everything you need to get the full experience. I'm looking forward to it, and I hope you do too. Just wanted to share that with you.
I love that, sister. She is definitely all in, but it's definitely a good idea to get a background of what you're going into so that you're better prepped and prepared for all of the information and the experience that you will take in. So again, our tonight bonus is two classes, right? So these are two 1 hour sessions that Dr. Aiden taught inside of our class. Again, we got PhD level education inside of Urban Intellectuals. I'm really excited about everything we do, y'all. I'm fired up. I'm a fan of us too. But raise your hand if you're securing the spot, or if you have any questions, let me know. Again, just $199 down is all it takes to come on and join us on this experience of a lifetime. We like to call this one the Gateway Experience going into Ghana. Are there any questions for me right now before you decide to just go ahead and take the plunge and join us in Ghana and have this experience? Any thoughts, any questions? Ashley, you can let me know in the comments. Did I miss anything? Is there anything that I need to add? I would say to you, is tomorrow's not promised. I will have a good, let's have a good reminder of how fragile existence is, how fragile this economy is. I keep giggling. Y'all know, yeah, I have to try to laugh to keep from crying. But um, all of this is a pretty fragile time, right? Life is fragile. So if you've been having this on your heart, if you've been having this experience in your mind, I would just say don't wait, right? No one saw COVID coming. We know you shut down international travel. We just don't know what is gonna happen, right? So if you got this experience on your heart, if you've always wanted to go to the continent, if you always wanted to go to Ghana and have this experience, this is the one for you. And I really like that you have enough time to properly prepare and pay off your trip. After deposit, can you please remind us when the remainder total is due? Yes. So you put down your deposit. In fact, when you go and sign up, you put it down, you're going to see the entire payment schedule, right? Nothing's going to be a shock. You'll see how much, you'll see what day, and the full balance just needs to be paid off 30 days before the trip. You got to keep a good pace now. You can't just put your deposit down and then come and pay it off 30 days before, right? Because we have to black out space. We have to claim hotel rooms and all of these things that transpire. But 30 days before. So if you go on that November trip, it'll be due. The final payment will be due in October. But again, you will see your entire before you even put your 199 down. You're going to see your payment schedule, right? So there's going to be no surprises at all. But then also once you sign up, we'll have your information. We'll send you emails and information and keep you updated on what you need to do, what's coming next. We'll have cultural trainings, as we call them, right? Trying to keep you right in the right mind. And one of the things I want you to remember, you're going to hear this over and over again, is leave America in America, right? We're not going to Ghana. We're not going to Africa to have the same experiences that you have here in America. You're going to reconnect. So it's going to be a little bit different. The foods, we have a good mix of familiar foods, right? So you want some French fries, you want some chicken strips and some burgers and stuff like that. All of that is available. But if you like me, if you're a foodie now, if you're out here in these food streets, you definitely are going to get a taste of Ghanaian flavor. West African food is my absolute favorite food on the continent. Probably in the world right now, to be honest with you. I absolutely love it. You got to get the jollof. You got to have the jollof. You got to get involved in the jollof wars, right? I think Ghana's jollof is pretty good. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think Senegal has the jollof wars on lock. That is my opinion. The Wolof people actually invented jollof rice. But they put their foot in that stuff. But it's West African flavors, the spices, the freshness of the food. It's just different, man. Everything tastes different. And do me a favor. when you go, get a mango. Find the mangoes and get you a mango. And you're going to eat this mango, and I promise you this, you're going to feel like you never had a mango in your life. You're gonna be like, what is this little slice of heaven? I love it all, man. I didn't realize how much of a foodie I am, but man, I love it. But the fish. Oh, if you're vegan, if you're vegetarian, if you're looking for gluten-free options, right? All of these things are available. But again, when you sign up, we're going to collect all this information for you, from you, right? So we're going to ask you these questions. Hey, are there any dietary restrictions? Is there any movement restrictions, right? So we're really going to be a partner in this experience. And I think a lot of this goes along with that safety element, right? Because we need to know what it is that you need. One, especially if you have any allergies or anything like that. So we definitely have to make sure that the environment is okay. And there, Deborah will be in Accra. I haven't seen, we use two different hotels, so I'm not sure which one we're going to use, which dates you're going on, but I promise you this, it'll be an American 4-star hotel, right? They have a 5-star hotel there, but if we do that, the prices I showed you, it ain't gonna be the price, right? Right, there ain't gonna be the price. But it's a beautiful experience, right? We don't want to spend too much time in the hotel. We want to get out and about and see the people. But like I said, we don't want to sleep in mosquito nets. We're not doing any of that. You're gonna be in a fully functioning hotel that you are comfortable staying in. There's a Marriott there. There's a Hyatt, Tang Palace, and I'm missing some other names. Kapinski is one of them, but that's like that super high end. The prices got to change if we do that. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. So we try to strike a good balance between affordability and comfort, right? A good balance, right? Now I'll tell you how I know everything is okay. Because my dad goes on these trips, and my dad is bougie as they come, y'all. That's my man. But he always say, and the family always say, hey man, he in his 90s, you got a right to be bougie. He ain't just sleeping anywhere. So I love it. So yeah. So hopefully I answered your question there, Deborah. I gave you a whole lot of word salad, I know. After the deposit, okay, I answered that question. Am I missing anything? Um, yeah, do you got any additional questions for me? Yeah, I would just say if y'all don't have anything else, I would just say check this off your list and don't wait, right? Go ahead and have this experience. Again, if you really want to ramp it up, we are going this year. I'm just looking for my 2025 dates. So we're going November 14th through the 22nd in 2025, and then December 27th through January 4th, 2026, right? So we're going, that's the New Year's trip. So we got 2 trips left for going to Ghana this year, November 14th through the 22nd, 2025. That's a short window. The pricing is a little bit cheaper in 2025. Again, like I said, every year, these things just keep ticking up. This is another reason why you shouldn't wait, right? Why wait and pay more? Go and have this experience now. But if you want to go this year, we have 2 dates for that. But we were trying to give our audience, that 18-month range to pay it off, right? That is a nice, comfortable pace. But again, you will see the entire breakdown right there before you put down your $199. So that should make it easy for you to make a decision. Help you. You kind of thinking. I know. So we always got to balance our budget and make sure that our money is right. But this trip is rewarding, it's fulfilling. And if you remember the sister that says, I took a lot of pictures and video because I'm going to take it back to my nieces and nephews. She mentioned she got 50 of them. Lord, boy, they're not playing there. But I always say to our people that go, you're going to come back an ambassador. Because you're going to go and you're going to hear a lot of people say, why you want to go to Africa? It's not safe over there. Why would you go there? There ain't nothing over there. What you want to see that? I don't want to see that slave dungeon. I don't want to see that stuff. But when you post it on social, when you sending it into them pictures and them videos in that group, in that family chat, and your friend circles, people are watching. People are curious. They just afraid. they've been colonized, right? Like our minds have been colonized and poisoned. But when you come back and you come back alive, and you come back safe, and you come back happy, and you come back with smiles on your face, and you talking about the food, the music, the culture, the dancing, the lessons, the history, the experience, they gonna want to see. Sometimes our travelers will put together little slideshows so that they can show their friends and family. But you're gonna have a lot of people that are interested and want to know more. So I like to say you're going to come back and be an ambassador for the continent, right? Because you're going to be, if you think about it, you mess around and be one of the only people that someone knows that went to the continent and had this experience. So you're going to be an expert in their eyes, and it's exciting. It really really is. I love it when my friends and family ask me about the continent and have questions and want to know and what is the food like and is the music really good? And sometimes I'll slip out and go experience the nightlife, right? I've been a number of times. So I've been to some of their spots. Man, it's just a beautiful experience overall. I joined late. I joined late. How does it take to get there? I'm assuming, oh, how long does it take to get there? Lord, I took my glasses off. This boy can't see. What are you doing? Yeah. How long does it take to get there? There is a direct flight out of, is that New York? I think it's New York. I think it's either 10 or 11 hours. That's a direct flight. Nine times out of 10, you're going to end up going through. I mean, if you don't do the direct route, you're going to end up going through like uh I am totally blanking, right? London, you're gonna end up going through Europe. That's what I mean. You're gonna fly to Europe about 8 hours, then you're gonna fly down or whatever it is to Ghana. Or you can take that direct flight. That direct flight was nice. I gotta be honest with you. But again, here we go with pricing, right? So you just kind of gotta deal with your budget. But I've been on, 17-hour trips where I had layovers here, 23 hours, whatever the case is. I'll deal with it because I just try to put in my mind the experience that I'm going to have, right? I mentioned not liking the food on Ethiopian Air, but I'm never going to allow something as minor as that. I'll bring my snacks, right? I got snacks right here in my bag right here, right? I'll bring whatever I need to do because I want to go have this experience. And people say, "Oh, well, man, that's a long flight. I ain't never, man, I don't even like to fly for 3 hours." But yeah, but you ain't been to another continent either, right? You're not gonna have that experience if we don't get over this phobia. Flying that long, I mean, these are first world problems, right? This is really, really a first world problem. And it is, I mean, it is, I don't know if you're going to get first class or plus economy or any of that, but I fly basic, right? I'll be in the back or whatnot. And I'm comfortable. I know on international flights, you have to stand up because you got to get that blood circulating. You're going to want to have compression socks on during the trip, particularly if you're older. The older you are, you definitely got to have that. But you just, you want to have a plan, right? You're going to get on the plane. You're going to have a meal, right? They're going to feed you. It's probably going to be at night. You're going to get some rest, take a nap, have some comedy. You're going to be excited. You're going to watch a couple of movies, have a couple of conversations, take a couple of naps, and then next thing you know, you are landing and getting ready to have this experience that you have desired having for a long time. So please don't get caught up in your head and allow a long flight or being uncomfortable for a short period of time to keep you from having this experience of a lifetime. I think we do ourselves a disservice if we worry about that. I mean, but questions are important. You definitely gotta know, but just know what you're going for. Know your why. Know why you want to get there. Why you want to have that experience, and just know it's going to be a rewarding one. Yeah. So I wonder, do you have any other questions? Good question though, Tina. Thank you for that. And thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate that. Y'all got anything for me? All right. I'm here. I'm here for y'all. We are an hour and a half in. I was trying to make sure I got through everything and make sure that I got all of the information out, and I didn't want to take all night, so I'm proud of myself. My pacing was decent, right? Um, but I know sometimes people come on and they're just like, "Hey, what's the price, right? What's the thing?" But again, it's different. This ain't just the trip, right? This is a life altering experience, right? And one that I think your soul is going to thank you for. And I know the ancestors will be excited that you've come home and tied the knot. You'll hear me talk about the ancestors because one of our key phrases here at Urban Intellectuals is busy making my ancestors proud. By the way, if y'all ever see that anywhere, you don't see our logo. That's our trademark. Let me know. We fighting. But I believe that reconnection is part of what we need as a people, as a community. I think that Africa has always been the jewel of the world, um, and nothing is changing in the future. So we want to start to reconnect African Americans with the Africans on the continent, and I think that these types of experiences start that. Now, for me personally, I have investment plans and opportunities on the continent, but not only just for me, I want to start opening my family, my children, my grandchildren. I don't have grandchildren yet, by the way. But I want to start, this is what I'm thinking about, starting the reconnection, going over there and making the connection, demystifying it for my immediate family, my children, so that they can start to come and start to engage. And then we can start to use our knowledge, our insight, our wisdom, our cash, our money, and start investing in the fastest growing economy on the planet. This is what's happening in Africa. I don't know if y'all are paying attention to what's going on, but things are happening quickly. Over there, the average age on the continent of Africa is 19 years old. And it is growing fast. They are estimating that in the next, what is it, 30 to 40 years, something like 400 to 500 million people on the continent of Africa is going to be risen out of poverty, going because they're going through the Industrial Revolution. 35 million people went from poverty to the middle class in America, and it made them a world power. So something 10 times the size of that is happening on the continent, although spread out in multiple countries, and it's going to happen fast. So I definitely want to be a part of that as an entrepreneur. I definitely want to be a part of that. But I want to be a part of the continent because I want to go home and I want to be comfortable there. I love it there. We plan to move to the continent, at least stay months, right? And then we go back and forth. I just absolutely love it. Experience like no other, right? Ain't no doubt about it. Oh, I love that. Fire, yeah. Oh, I love it, John. I'm glad you fired up, good brother. Hopefully y'all have a good trip. All right. Any other questions for me, y'all? I could talk about this all night, so I'm going to try to not, so we all can go to bed. But hopefully you make the decision to join us, right? And if this is your first time seeing us, you don't know much about the company, and you're like, I don't know. I like Brother Freddie. He kind of funny, but I don't know. Yeah, I know y'all ain't say I was funny, but I think I am. So, but maybe not. Stick around, right? I just want to invite you to stick around and engage with us here at the organization. Now that you are in our email list, in our email web, you're going to start seeing things called Sunday dinner come through. Every Sunday, we get together and commune in Zoom like this. And yes, it's exactly what you think it is, right? Like we have Sunday dinner with the family virtually, right? So we come together and have these discussions about our community, about empowering ourselves, about learning our history, our culture, our finance, our legacy, and all sorts of discussions that we have here every Sunday. So, if you're like, I like what they do. I like those flashcards. I don't know much about the organization. Come on back every Sunday. You can catch me here talking to our community, but you can get an opportunity to get closer to us as an organization and see what we are about. You kick the tires, right? And see what I'm about. I understand it's not a light investment. And we're talking about traveling around the world, right? So you got a right to be apprehensive. But if you've been around us, if you know the organization and what we do what we say, and we say what we gonna do, and we deliver. So I would love to be a part of your African experience. Again, $199 down. You can drop the link for me one more time, Sister Ashley. I do too. So do I. I love to move there. Yeah, I would love to move there. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's just a beautiful experience. And like when I people talk about, oh, in fact, Sunday. Sunday, we are talking about moving abroad on Sunday dinner. We are talking about reconnecting with the continent on Sunday dinner. So if you go to urbanintellectuals.com, all of this is absolutely free, y'all, by the way. If you go to PS urbanintellectuals.com/Sunday dinner. You can sign up. We often say, we're not, this isn't soul food for the belly, but this is soulful conversation for the community. And this is what we do every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You see that in the link there. Just above that last link is our sankofaexperiences.com/travel Ghana. Put down $199 and you can lock your spot, whether that's in 25 or 26, and come to have this experience with us, this gateway experience in the continent of Ghana. But again, Sunday, if you like, oh, Freddie, I don't know, or whatever the case may be, show up Sunday. We're gonna be talking about moving abroad and this discussion, right? So it kind of all goes together. There you go. Thank you, Sister Ashley. If you have any questions after we get off of here, and you're like, oh, I should have asked, you can always shoot an email to support@sankofaexperiences.com. Sister Ashley dropped that down there. Support@sankofaexperiences.com. More than likely, Sister Ashley is going to follow up with you. Again, she's our travel coordinator. She makes everything happen. And if you need me or anything like that, she'll reach out and make sure to connect us. Freddie, I need to see what your shirt says. I know that's random, but there's a joke there. I can't see it. Yes, it is. Dead jokes are how I roll. Yes, I am corny, y'all. I love it though. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right. I love an opportunity to show off my corny t-shirts. I'll be signing up to go next year. I love it. However, I want to take my great grandson. Oh, I love it. I'll be taking my granddaughter first. Okay, all right. I love that. I love that. All right, Catherine. Well, welcome to the party. Hey, Brother John, how you doing today? Oh, I think I might have muted you. I'm sorry. Can you unmute again? Oh, wait a minute. How about now?
There you go. Yeah, you got me. I just wanted to say, Freddie, I just appreciate your energy, man. It's just so infectious. I mean, when I say listen to you, man, I'm like I'm already there, you know? You just make this experience so exciting, man. I just wanted to say that I really appreciate you. But
oh, thank you, brother.
the issue is over the years I've connected with so many different communities, man, and it's hard to keep up with all y'all.
Yeah.
You know, I'd like to do more of you, but I can't leave my other folks. So, but I try to kick it with you as much as I possibly can, man. And just let you know that I got love for you, brother. That's all.
Oh, man. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate your energy as well, man. I'm blessed to just be doing what I love, man. I get a chance to talk about this and meet people like you, right? So it's just great. I ain't gonna hold it against you, man. You're traveling with somebody else. That's all right, because you go have that experience and come back and share it with us in our community, right? It's just about connection anyway. Yeah, appreciate you, good brother. All right. That's what's up. That's what's up. All right. I plan to go next year after I finish my PhD classes. Hey, congratulations, Doc. I'm going to call you Doc early. All right. I wish I could go this time. I almost want to give my deposit now to make me commit for next year. I love that. Well, we here. We keep the light on for you, Doc, when you're ready, right? All right. So any additional questions? Oh, got a question. My husband and I spent September 2023 in Zambia, an unforgettable experience. Looking forward to returning and relocating again to Africa residence. Oh, I love it. Shared a few Black Americans visit. Yes, yes. Oh, that's awesome. Thank you for that, Yvonne. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man. I can't wait. Hopefully, y'all can come Sunday. Come on Sunday dinner, brother John. Let them know, man. Tell them come on out to Sunday dinner and hang out with us, man. Get to know a little bit more about the company, right? I know brother John's been there before for sure, but it's definitely a good time. We have a good time, good conversations, a lot.
Be there or be square.
Yes, you know, grandma looking for y'all now.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's fun, y'all. Come on, check it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Enlightening, inspiring, and encouraging.
My man. I appreciate that, brother. And brother Freddie, I don't tell all my dad jokes on Sunday, right? So I might give you a couple though, but no, I appreciate y'all being with us tonight. Looks like we got a couple of people deciding to make that jump to come on and join us again. Just $199 down. I was just talking my client about visiting Africa. And then I received your email. Oh, Catherine, talk about divine intervention. Let's go. Let's go have this experience together. So again, just $199 locks in your spot. And you'll have, up to 18 months, depending on which trip you want in order to pay it off. And there's no early prepayment penalty, right? So if you decide, I don't know, you get your taxes, you get a lump sum, you're like, you know what, I want to go ahead and knock this out. You can do that as well. That's not a problem. And again, if you sign up with us tonight, you'll get an opportunity to grab Dr. Aiden's 2 classes on the Ghanaian Empire. So definitely a good information. You'll have up to 18 months to pay it off. Please say that again. Yes, 18 months. So if you decide to go in November of 2026, right? So remember, we put up the dates, November 2026 or December 2026 going into 2027. You literally got 18 months until the trip. So it's just giving a nice runway. Again, just $199 down. And then you'll have all those months to go ahead and pay it off. But again, if you decided to pay it off early, you can do that. That's not a problem. So hopefully I got that right. And am I saying your name right? Is this Bisola? Dr. Bisola, PhD? All right. I like it. I like it. There we go. All right. All right. I be trying to say folks' name, man, and then I'll be botching it. So y'all please just blame it on my public school education and blame it on that and not my heart, right? But definitely get me right. Can I say something? Yes, absolutely, Basola. Come on in. You can unmute your mic. Oh, there you go. Where did you go? I just saw you. All right, can you unmute?
Unmute. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
I just wanted to say thank you, Freddie, for all of your work that you're doing and your team too, because my family has been linked in with you all and my mentor. I have a few mentors, but one of my mentors told me about you all years ago when my kids were little, and now they're older. So we've done a lot of things with you all. We did you were with Sankofa Club and then we did the math.
Oh,
and then we've also done the Wednesdays and Fridays where, coming together with the children and them learning from your phenomenal educators. So we live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. So that's where my mentor lives as well. And she's like my surrogate mother. So and she probably is on this call for all I know, but yeah, I think she goes to the Sunday dinners and she'll text me and say, where you at? But just really appreciate you. You are like, there's families growing up with you that are growing up.
Wow.
You have no idea the impact you're making in the families that are like very familiar with, even if, we don't come to everything or we come to a lot of things, but really appreciate you. And as a student, I'm like, I told my family more than once, when I get my PhD, I'm gonna come and do whatever they need me to do over there, because you're doing meaningful work. And my minor is in Afro studies. And so I'm like, to just to give to our community and to make sure that that coloniality, we fight that with knowledge. Like there's nothing sweeter than that. So appreciate you.
Oh, Cisco,
God
make me
bless.
cry. All right, thank
You inspire
you.
a lot of graduate students for sure. So thank you.
Wow. Thank you so much for saying that. I appreciate you, sister. Thank you. Peace and blessings to you, doctor. All right. I love it. I love it. Oh, man. Oh, y'all got me feeling good tonight. All right. I'm gonna have me a good night, man. Have me a good night. But this was great. Man, thank you for that. I'm just smiling. I got what they say, I got my ears are wet. I'm smiling so big over here. Um, This was great. But yeah, so thank you for that. And I'll be sure to pass that message along. Brother John, yours as well to the team because they just make me look good, right? I get to come up, I get to show up and just talk, right? Yeah, I was definitely born to run my mouth, right? You probably can tell. But but I definitely want to thank Sister Ashley. So yes, Ashley, that is definitely, and then we got to pass that along to the team and Tamiko and Ian and Aaron, like Jasmine, like, and everybody that's really working in the background to make all of this happen. So I'll pass that along, and I'll pass it along to the teachers, right, that are working inside of the Sankofa Club with the children and putting in that work. And sister, you are definitely welcome, right? We would love to have you come and I don't know, do a guest lecture, or I don't know, let's make up something and just go ahead and do it, right? It's just about empowering our community. We got our audience's attention. And as long as we continue to be people of integrity and deliver value to our audience, I don't see any reason why we can't just continue to grow and build with people. I never even thought about families or children are growing up with us. Like, wow, that you blew me away with that one, sister. I forget how long we've been doing this, but yeah, some man, wow. All right, you got me all in my feelings. I'm like, man, this was great. So as I'm coming, I can't wait to help however I can. All right, sister, get that degree first, finish that, check that, stay focused, right? Let us know how we can support, I love that. I love that. And mm, I'm feeling like maybe we need an interview. I'm on like an interview binge right now, so I would love to talk to you. Ashley, all right, last thing, Ashley, Bisola, can you inbox either me or Ashley your email address? Yeah, there, bam, there we go. Yeah, email the team. Thank you, sister. I appreciate that. But man, the young people getting PhDs and doing work and care about the community and all that stuff. Our audience needs to be exposed to you so that you can continue to inspire folks as well. Because your energy and what you're doing, we 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 need to use our platforms to highlight more individuals like yourself because our audience needs to see us doing well. We need to see it. We're being force fed all these negative images of what Black folks are doing. So that's why we go out of our way to try to highlight people like yourself and just the wonderful people throughout our community. We need to inspire us. We are all we need, y'all. And we really believe that. So, all right, I'm gonna be quiet because we'll be here. It'd be 1:30 in the morning, man. It'd be time for Sunday dinner or something, and we still going. But I thank y'all for being here. I really appreciate you. Um, I'm not, brother John. I gotta check. I would love to meet him. If you're recommending him, I would love it, good brother. I would love it. So if you can make a connect, you can always use, I don't know, info at urbanintellectuals.com. Show up on Sunday dinner, and grab me directly. But you shoot an email and just mention it, and then Tamiko gonna intervene, and then we can make things happen. But I would definitely love to meet them and have that conversation. Hey, Lynn, all right, thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being here. I definitely appreciate you. Man, I appreciate all of y'all. Y'all are really wonderful. But you are the reason that we do what we do and you make it worthwhile, right? And then the comments like that, man, I don't know. I ain't know I needed it, but I'm like smiling ear to ear. I'm gonna have me a good week. I definitely appreciate that, Bisola and Brother John. We work hard, y'all. We work hard, but it is definitely a labor of love, right? Um, yeah, it's fantastic. So anyway, we got the plan mapped out for you in Ghana. We are ready for you. Aquaba, as they say, welcome when you are ready. $199 down, and you got about 18 months to go ahead and knock that payment out. So I appreciate y'all, Sister Ashley, as usual. Thank you. I appreciate you and all the work that you do here behind the scenes and reaching out because Sister Ashley will get on the phone with y'all, right, to help you out if you have any questions, any concerns. Oh, one thing we didn't talk about. I'm sorry. I'll be quick. The visa process. There is a visa process that you have to apply for at Ghana, and it does involve mailing off your passport, which can be nerve-wracking. I understand, But trust me, we're going to hold your hand through this process and make sure that you get that done. But it's very important, right? You're going to need a visa. He's on YouTube. Okay, I just I copied his name, John. I dropped it in my thing, so I'm gonna look him up in a minute. Thank you. Yeah, so that visa process can be scary, but again, once you go ahead and drop your 199 and sign up, we're not going to run away from you, right? We're going to be in communications with you. We'll make sure that we walk you through that process, when to apply, how to apply, and all of that good stuff, so that you are ready to rock, right? This is definitely we understand, right? We know our audience, we know our people, right? Something, especially if it's your first time going to Africa, or might even be first international trips. I've been on these trips with some people who it was their first time flying, right? Like it's like your first time flying, and you decide to come to Africa with us. Like wow. Um, oh, if you are concerned about going solo, don't be, right? We have a lot of solo travelers, a lot of solo women travelers that come. But when you get here, when you get there and you start to meet the group, you're going to click with somebody, and you're going to start to have friends right there inside of the group. You'll be alone on the trip on the way over, but you'll leave back with a bunch of friends in the process. So, all right, I will be quiet so we can all go ahead and make your decision. Again, if you have any additional questions, support at sankofaexperiences.com, support at sankofaexperiences.com. You can shoot that email over there, or you can just decide to come on and drop your 199 and come to Africa with us. sankofaexperiences.com/travel Ghana. To go ahead and lock in your position. If you sign up tonight, again, you're going to get the you're going to get the 2-hour course on the Ghanaian Empire, taught by Dr. John Aiden, again, Fulbright scholar and African history PhD, and getting that background in place. All right, I'm gonna be quiet. It looks like y'all are all good. I thank y'all again for spending some time with us. Again, thank you for being here. Hopefully you gotten everything that you need. I'm looking forward to connecting with y'all. Until we see you in Ghana, love, peace, and power to the people, y'all. Good night, everybody.